What's up YouTube, Snipe Boy here with another video, and on this video I'm going to be showing you top places in Fortnite with the best loot. Let's get started. So for this one, I'm going to be landing at Lazy Lake because they have good loot, and usually it is in the circle. It just depends, but they have good loot, and I really like to go there because they have good weapons and a ton of ammo and some shield. But if you're looking to get like more shield, I would suggest going to Slurpy Swamp. They have a ton of shield there and pretty good loot, but they have a lot of shield there, so that's where you can get your most shield. But for today's video, I'm going to be landing here at Lazy Lake, and I will keep this video going, and I will land other places too, but for this gameplay, I will be landing here at Lazy Lake. And I really like Lazy Lake, and because of they have good loot, and they also have a lot of those ammo bags with a lot of ammo, and then sometimes they have a lot of like ammo. They have ammo, and then sometimes they have shield, and they can also give you some med kits, so they have good stuff. And see, I just got a blue tactical shotgun, so eventually when I get all my material, I can go upgrade it to a purple and then eventually orange. So it just depends on the day that you're playing, I guess, or when you're playing. They just depends what guns you'll get and all that. But as of now, I've had a pretty good gun. They have a ton of chests in this and just a bunch of loot. I'd say it's a pretty good place to land. I can hear somebody, so I will go after them, as I may have a chance if they don't have good guns. Now, I can hear him, but I don't know where he is going. Oh, I could have gotten in, but I died, so we're gonna do another game and see what happens then. Thought I had him. Now for this game, I will be landing at Lazy Lake again. Because it seems closer than all the other ones, and I don't land too early because there is a lot of people, and usually I have seen when I played before, if I land farther into the circle, or farther into the map, I'm sorry, it's easier kind of, and also you can get a lot more loot and you don't have to deal with people, because usually a lot more people, they tend to drop earlier, so I like to drop later when there's not a bunch of people, and that has also helped me to get wins, because usually I do drop farther, so that has helped me to get a lot more wins, and just place easier, like place at least 10th place, which isn't bad, but you can get better. But if you land farther into the map, I think it really does help to do all that. Now there is somebody here close by, so I will have to keep a lookout. And usually I like to carry 2 big shields or 6 mini shields, as well as med kits or bandages, just depending on how many bandages you get. If you get more bandages, then would suggest keeping that. And then if the enemy that you kill has a med kit, then I would use that med kit. And like I said in my previous game, Lazy Lake does tend to have a lot more loot, and that can help you out a lot. And it's one of my favorites because usually I can get a purple gun some of the time, and then there's also just a bunch of loot, and it's usually in the circle whenever I play. But now it might not be in the circle, we'll just have to see. So I got him, thought I was gonna die, but I didn't. He had pretty good loot, that's what I'm saying. Now eventually when I get enough material, I will go and upgrade these guns. Except the submachine gun, you can't really upgrade it, so we'll just leave that be, but for sure the AR would upgrade it to a purple. Also very close there to dying, but I didn't, so that's good. Now in this case, of course, you can't use bandages, so you would need a med kit. So eventually I will have to find a med kit. For now, I will just drink this shield potion. And as I see, it helps. If you don't really play Fortnite a lot, or you don't know much about it, I would suggest if you play, you stay indoors. And also, I would suggest jumping when you go outside, just in case of snipers, because if you're just walking or you're staying still, they can get you pretty easy, and you don't want that, because that'll be a sudden death, and it just doesn't go well. Oh, man. Thought I had him. So we'll try again. Thank you, Matthew. I tried. We'll keep trying though. Thank you. So now I will be landing at Frenzy Farm just because it is farther in, and they also have better loot, or not better, sorry, they have good loot, but it just depends, honestly. It just depends everywhere, like at any game. Like for instance, you get a purple gun one game at some place and you go there again, it doesn't mean that you'll get the same gun or the purple gun again. It really just depends. Now there is a few people in this house, but I am trying to stay out a little bit and see all where they go. And right here, they do have a ton of ammo boxes, which helps. And a bunch of wood, which should be collected. And usually I don't collect pistols because you have to have like a really good trigger finger with them. But since this is an orange one, it might help, so I will take it for a little bit and then replace it with something as I go farther into the game. and there is a guy, and I will push to try and fight. Now he did go farther in. Now in this case I would... Oh, darn. Ah. It's okay, I'll keep trying. Now in this case, I really don't think he has a chance if that helicopter lands. Nope, guess he's not landing. Thank you, Matthew Flores, for saying that I have a good kill. Thank you, appreciate that. Helps me out a lot. Now this time I will land at Lazy Lake again, just cause on the map it seems pretty close. Well, not as far as Misty Meadows. I don't want to land too close, as I said. It does seem like suicide landing there, so I usually land at Lazy Lake because it's farther in. So let's see what happens there. Now I usually land far from, like I usually land in the house, but I land like over, let me see, I usually land close to there, just because a lot of people don't really go here, so I usually land here. Oh man, didn't have him. Try again, it's okay. Now this time I will land at Salty Springs because I don't want to have to deal with being in the storm, because usually at Holy Hedges, since it's so far almost out of the map, it is hard to get out. So I will land Salty, and we'll see what happens there and how far I can get. So I do like to land at some of the houses that are farther out, just because usually if there's not a lot of people at Salty, not a lot of people will land there, so it is very helpful. But I do hear somebody landing in this house, so I have to hurry. That is throwing decoys. Oh, I trapped both of us in. That was a bad idea. If anybody has any comments, they can write it in the comment box, and I will gladly answer them if you write it soon. So this time I will be landing at Risky Reels. They do have good loot there and a ton of metal from all the cars, and they have some SUVs, so it is very helpful to get some material there. And they do have loot, but I would suggest going somewhere else if you're looking for a ton of loot. So I will make my way eventually up to Frenzy Farm from Riskies or Salty. It just depends. And it does seem like there's only 1 or 2 people that will be landing here at Risky Reels, so it shouldn't be that hard. See, pretty good gun already, a blue AR, that is not bad. And I've already had at least 2 ammo boxes, so that is very good too. And then 4 minis. Hopefully soon I can get 6 minis. And you can hide in these, and I would suggest, like, if you are close to one and if you're dropping from like far and you don't want to get fall damage, you can fall into that. It's really easy. You just have to land in front of it, and like, again, make sure you do land in front of it. Now there is a guy that is out here. He is right there. He is on the roof. So I might go push. Got him. I was a little scared at first because I didn't know if he was going to get me. I will take the blue. So the order, if you don't know in Fortnite, it goes gray, green, blue, purple, orange. And what you would aim for is purple or orange. And if you don't even have any of those, you can get just blue. But I would really suggest trying to find a purple and orange gun. And you also can use this to fight. You also can use this to heal yourself up, and that's what I am doing. So I can save that small fish just in case I come in another fight and I almost die. And I don't usually use pumps because it takes forever to reload, but this time I am going to be getting this because it is a blue pump and it can be helpful quite a bit. And in this case, I am not in the circle, but then I am also not too far from the circle, so that can be very helpful. Thank you for the comment, appreciate that. Have you by chance checked out any of my other videos, Matthew? Thank you. And you are a subscriber. Thank you. Thanks for showing some love. Now it looks like somebody was already here, so I will not go here. And right now I will make my way to the circle. And usually I like to stay on the outside of the circle. Yes, it is good to have higher ground, but when I'm like close like to out of the circle, it helps a lot because not many people really do land. Or no, sorry, not many people do stay out on the outside of the circle, so it does help you out to just stay on the outside quite a bit. But before I do go, I will get this gun upgraded, my shotgun. Write in the comments what gun you would suggest upgrading. Would you do the AR? Okay, shotgun. Sounds good. Thank you for writing back. I don't know if you guys can see that glitch on the brick. Here, it's glitching out a little bit. And there is a guy right there. Now this guy is trying to fight. Oh man, I thought I had him. I was close. Darn. Play again. I don't think that guy made it out. I think he did die in the storm. Who knows? But he only did have 14 HP, so I don't think he made it out. Do you play Fortnite too, Matthew? Okay, for this game, I will be landing at Salty. Scratch that. I'll be landing at Sweaty Sands. It only seems like there is only a few people landing at Sweaty, so that hopefully should not be a big deal. But anyways, we will just keep trying and keep pushing. And again, here at Sweaty, also, I like to land farther out. Even though there isn't a lot of guns in these houses, there still is some good stuff here. So it is not that bad to land here. Now the other guy did land here. Good. Found shield. Wow. 2 times in a row getting a submachine gun on the first place that I land. That's really cool. Who knows? Maybe I was wrong about saying that you might not find the same guns at some places. But what I was meaning to say is usually I don't find 2 purple or orange guns in the same place. And let's say you have, if you find 3 medkits and you only have 5 bandages, yes, take that. Or even just 1 medkit versus 5 bandages, I would take that. But if you have like 10 or 15 bandages, I wouldn't suggest taking the medkits, just cause like you could eventually find a medkit or something, and yeah, there really is no point. But it's just your personal preference, your choice. There is gunfire in the distance. Right in front of me, my radar shows it, if you can see on the screen. So I will push. Oh, he got murked real quick. Man, I thought I had him. Try again. No worries. Should have just used the AR for that. For this game, I will be landing at Weeping Woods. And then I will eventually make my way over to Slurpy Swamps and then back into the circle. Now, since I am in Slurpy Swamps, I won't have to worry about not having to, I won't have to worry about maybe not making it into this storm, or making it into the circle, because I will already be in the circle. That's it for this video, guys. If you want to look at more of my videos, you can just look at my profile and you can look at more. And please subscribe and like, and I really appreciate it. Spread the love. Thank you, guys. Bye.